But Kelly is down at home, raising that baby all alone, 'cause Laird won't come over and help him change the diaper. Well, Laird came over to help Kelly change the diaper. He said you don't actually need diapers at all. All you have to do is give them a plant-based diet and they'll thrive.
Oh, did Kelly have his baby?
I think so. Apparently he's calling a gator.
That's rad. I wonder if Kelly likes things to rhyme.
It's kind of like the coolest thing he's ever done.
I know. Pick the baby name. Maybe it was his wife.
Gator Slater. That's so rad.
Dude, he's set for life. He's going to do good.
Why couldn't he put that kind of dedication into his companies?
Right. Dude, so guess what?
What?
I saw my second and third fan. Remember?
What happened?
So I was driving home after we filmed our last podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this guy like eyeballing me while I was driving.
While you were peeing?
No, I was driving. And you know you can feel it. And I kind of looked over and they rolled them and cut to the clip.
My fan!
And it was awesome.
You better cut to that clip.
It was awesome, dude. Shout out. I had chills. Is that what it's like to be famous, Sterling? When do you get sick of fans? You know what I mean?
When you get sick of fans?
Like, you know, like you see these celebrities and they're like,
I feel like there's a few places where I'm at where I like don't want fandom.
Right. Like no one come up to me, don't approach. Where are those places?
Like I want to feel normal at the gym.
Okay.
And if I'm meditating in the park.
Other than that, it's open.
Like if I'm sitting meditating in the park, like don't run up to me, but yeah! Like just sit next to me and start meditating or something.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
I mean, I'm not like that famous.
No, I know. Obviously neither am I. But it's just cool that someone goes, hi.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice.
It gave me a little
catching up with peeps.
Gave me a little chills.
Gave you a little boost.
It gave me a little adrenaline boost. I don't know why. Why does it matter if someone knows you from...
Stood up a little straighter.
My posture. It's not like you're crazy, like A-list celebrity famous, but in our little small town, people say hi to us, and we like it. Just don't annoy Sterling when he's meditating. If he's meditating, leave him alone. Hey, real quick, we appreciate everyone buying a t-shirt, don't we, Sterls?
Yeah, thank you guys.
They're still up there at sterlingspencer.co. Check them out. We love you guys.
How many are left?
There's like 35 left, I think.
35.
You know, it's cool. They support us. We're just a small little podcast.
Dude, do you get mad when someone asks for a free shirt?
I could see that ticking me off because it's like, can you just buy it? Like, we're working our butts off over here.
They're like, give me one.
Can I have one, dude?
I'm like, why don't you ask Nike for free stuff?
Yeah, just
you'll never see one person be like, give me one.
I know. Yeah, they'll spend all this money on a huge corporation.
That's what I don't understand.
We're just two white guys. I have a question, and I want you to think about this before you answer it. Are we manly men?
I am.
What is manly to you? Do we put off feminine energy, I guess is the best way to say it. Because people watch our reels and shorts and are like, dude, these two guys are kissing after they film. And I'm like, what?
Well, I feel like you talk a little fancy to be funny.
Yeah, it's like a... Yeah, sometimes when you're...
So if they don't know you.
Yeah, when we're on cameras with lights, you kind of get into a fun little vibe. It's not like... when
it's fun to be gay.
I just...
Like happy.
Are we manly? What makes you manly nowadays? I think the definition has shifted.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the way you walk.
Oh, so we're talking just practical.
I think you gotta walk like kind of bow-legged and like
to put off the manly energy. Are you even allowed to be manly anymore?
I think it's illegal in some states.
It's illegal in some states. Like what? Why did you just say earlier that you're manly?
I mean, would you want to mess with me? Like, seriously. Like, would you really want to?
I mean, if I saw you in Sky Zone jumping around with a watermelon, I might be like, I could take this guy.
I don't know if people want this smoke because I'll go all the way.
You'll gouge their eyes out.
I'll go all the way.
You'll bite.
Whoever, I will go.
We'll go. I think I put off a funny, happy teddy bear vibe, but dude, I'll freaking lay down.
Really?
Oh, heck yeah.
I don't get that vibe.
You don't? Well, I would freaking kill you, bruh.
I don't know. You're pretty nice. You're a lot nicer than me.
I know. You are kind of scary sometimes.
I don't even want to mess with me.
I think you've just been around reefs and sharks too much. It's hardened you. Surfers are hardened by the reefs and the shells and everything.
Well, in the 90s,
yeah.
like the older crew, they were mean.
I know. So you've been around the mean streets.
And I still have it on me a little bit.
I know. We got to
try to get rid of it, but...
That's why you've turned to meditation, fart walks, all the things.
I think it's if I feel disrespected,
right.
That's when my guard goes up.
Yeah, you turn into like a little angry possum.
Like some people, even if they're not the biggest and baddest or whatever, like
right.
They'll go all the way.
Right. Some people have that in them. That dog.
Like you'll get bit in the nose or something crazy. Like they might get some hits in, but they're gonna lose something.
They're gonna have
lose a pinky or like it isn't worth it. It's like a cat. Like a cat, you could take it down, but like
you're gonna be shredded.
It's gonna hurt. Like it's the same thing with me. Like
the surfing streets have kind of hardened your soul. All right, pinchers, welcome to the 12th. You need to like and comment on this video right now. Don't upset us. Like it right now. YouTube makes us do it. You know the rules. Like and comment. Thank you for all you do, pinchers. We love you. Okay, real quick, what mood are you in today, Sterls?
I'm seeing like a psychedelic dolphin right now.
Whoa.
That's like really, really wound up, fired up.
So you're feeling intelligent, you're feeling agile.
And high testosterone.
Because
I just worked out.
Ooh. Dude, dolphins are super smart.
They're super horny too.
Psychedelically?
Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I do remember hearing about something like if a pregnant woman can be near a dolphin.
Yeah.
What does that do?
I guess if you have your baby, like a water birth with dolphins, they use their sonar to like give the baby extra powers.
Is that true? So what do they do? Like,
I think they make it come out easier. Like, this way. Like airplane.
So dolphin birth. Oh, like airplane.
Like the guys outside of airplane, like, bring it on in.
Dude, I was getting sent out on a plane the other day, and the dude was just watching soccer on his phone.
Like at the baggage?
Like, no, he was out on where the plane goes on the road, and he was just watching soccer, like waving. I'm like, dude, there's 78 people in here.
Giant plane.
Yeah, he's just like, dude, I hate dolphins.
Do you?
Yeah, sorry.
Why?
Because I like to fish, and whenever a dolphin's around, they run off the fish. There's this fish out there in Pensacola Beach. He's like famous around here, and because he has a
fisherman,
a dolphin. He comes up to every single boat.
It's a famous dolphin.
Yeah, everyone knows him in the fish community. They call him Scar, I think.
Dude, have you ever tasted the Savali rainbow?
Dude, this is like a hunter vibe green, dude.
I like this like suede gray.
Ooh.
Rich people, they put the gray tile down in their houses.
Yeah, it's like
the fancy gray.
It's like Paris Hilton's countertops in her kitchen.
Right.
People are sleeping on Savalis if they've never worn them. They are the most comfortable shoe on the planet.
You think so?
I know so.
I was thinking like the universe.
Oh, I forgot about the universe.
I feel like when every kid turns 16, like a dad needs to sit his son down and talk about using protection.
Uh-huh.
There's no better protection than the Glover.
So it's the Savali talk.
Every father needs to
Yeah, every father out there needs to sit their son down and do this.
You need to protect your feet.
Glover up, son.
Glove it up.
Dude, these are the Glovers.
You have to protect your feet.
I know. So be a good dad, guys.
Who knows what can happen?
I know.
Like, there's so many girls trying to get their hands on your feet.
If you're a good dad and you love your son,
give them the Savali top. And just make sure they glove it up.
Glove it up. Dude, go to SavaliFootwear.com. These things are the most comfortable shoe you'll ever wear. Right, Sterling?
You know, I was surfing the other day.
You were surfing the other day?
I was surfing the other day and I was thinking about goofy footers.
I'm a goofy footer.
What?
What?
Why'd they do y'all like that?
What do you mean? Give us that name. You're regular and I'm goofy.
Why'd they call you Goofy?
Dude, I never thought
And then
about
I was like, I'm going to look this up.
Really?
It's because of the cartoon Goofy.
Yeah?
It's because of Goofy
No, it's
and
not.
Disney.
What do you mean?
Back in like 1930, they had a cartoon of him surfing and he's goofy footed. So they just said, oh, that's Goofy foot. It just caught on in the 60s or whatever. So if your right foot is forward, you're just called goofy footed.
That's not cool.
It's the worst name ever.
So because of some random guy that probably didn't surf drew Goofy one time on a surfboard in the 30s.
Now you're stuck with it.
Now we're stuck with
Can we
Goofy.
change it?
It should just be called...
Let's change it to something else.
It should just be called left-footed and right-footed.
Let's change it right now.
All right. It's called...
Okay, we're called regular footers.
Which is not that cool either.
So y'all are unregular?
No. What about like...
Fancy footed?
Fancy footed.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, let's be fancy.
That's way nicer.
Goofy
Is he fancy footed?
Dude, he's fancy footed.
Is he fancy foot?
Or sick footed.
Dude, he's sick footed.
Yeah.
What about like gnarly footed?
Gnarly footed. Is it more common to be regular footed? Like, is there a graph out there that's like...
It seems like there's more regular footers because I think people are more right-handed in the world.
What makes people goofy footed? It's just something up
If
here.
you're left-handed.
But I'm goofy footed. I'm right handed.
Something happened in your childhood.
No, it's childhood trauma.
What happened to y'all?
Autism.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. What's the most scared of in your life that you've been on a surf trip? Besides the time you got mugged, cut to the clip. Have you ever had a near-death experience?
Yeah, my first day in Costa Rica. We get to the house on the beach,
Yeah.
and the person didn't bring the key yet. I'm like, oh, I'm going surfing while we wait. They go inside and like drink a beer, and they leave all our suitcases outside. So I come in from surfing. I set my board down. I put my towel over my head. So I'm looking back, and I see these Costa Ricans with guns. They're like, and I was like, he's like running up to me.
Oh my.
And he's gonna go to pistol whip me. And I threw my towel. So it goes on, he's like,
You threw your towel at a guy with a gun?
I went like, and I just started running, and I started zagging in case he shot. So I think he's standing there with the towel. He's like, so I run and jump behind this tree, roll, and I like look back, and he's got the gun. He's like, other guys are like, I see him just like taking stuff, putting in another truck. They're like taking all the suitcases. I'm like, guys! So I start running back, and the guy pops back. He's like, I'm like, he's like, and then I roll again. I run to the window, and I'm like,
You
bang
idiot.
on it, and they're all just like, Farley, Farley, Farley. And they're like, dude, chill out. We know the waves are good. I'm like, we've been robbed. They all run out, and there's nothing.
In your towel.
He's like, I'm keeping this down. Stinky. One of the most scared times of my life, I went down to Tasmania. I didn't Google where I was going.
You just went.
I was like, oh, it's in Australia or something.
Yeah. Where is it? Is it in Australia?
It's below Australia. It's one of the coldest places on Earth.
It's below Australia.
It's Tasmania.
That's
It's an island off Australia.
Whoa.
It's like the most south,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Okay.
So I get to Tasmania, and I'm like, it's just fields.
Fields and coasts.
There's nothing, just cows and spiders.
Yeah.
So I didn't bring a wetsuit. I didn't bring a jacket.
And it was
like
freezing?
So I'm borrowing people's stuff. I'm like, dude, I did not prepare for this.
Who were
trip.
you with?
So I was with a bunch of Billabong guys, and one of our friends started becoming schizophrenic.
Oh, he had some mental breakdowns?
Yeah.
Dude. You don't want to say the name.
Yeah, I don't want to say his name, but he was either bipolar or schizophrenic, and it started coming out. And we're all like early 20s, and I think that's when it starts like coming out,
Kicking in.
like the Kanye comes out.
Oh.
So I feel like those people, they cope with drinking,
Right.
and
Numbs
smoking weed or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to survive.
You're
like we get in
cold.
our camper. There's 6 of us, and we're all in bunk beds in this little trailer.
And you're there to get photos and footage.
in a surf contest.
Oh.
So, like, I'm in my bunk, and like the head camper guy, he walks and he's like, by the way, the spiders in the corner, those are some of the most deadliest spiders on earth. Like, just don't touch them, they won't mess with you. And he's like, goosh.
Shuts the door.
And I lay in bed, I'm watching like this family of spiders dance in front of my face.
Family.
I'm like, oh my gosh. And then he pops his head back and he's like, by the way, don't mess with the Tasmanian devils.
You guys are like,
And you hear them outside. Like,
you're cold. And
you know what a Tasmanian devil is?
yeah, I've seen them.
Seen the cartoon?
Yeah, well, not the cartoon, but yeah, but they don't look like that. But yeah, they're scary.
They're scary.
And they have
They're cute.
and their bites are very powerful. They could bite a femur.
So this is one of the darkest places on Earth because
Spiritually?
there's no electricity.
What?
We're camping.
Where's all the people?
We're on trailers.
On the coast somewhere.
We're on the coast in trailers. It's the coldest part of this
Clean the
place.
spiders out.
Well, I think they're just such core lords. They're like, it keeps the
Okay, just how do they talk?
mosquitoes out.
Do they have like a?
They're Australian, mate.
Oh, keep the spiders out.
So there was one restaurant because it had the only electricity
Out back.
on that side of the coast.
Right.
So all of us pro surfers, we head into this one restaurant, and our friend, he's getting like gnarly drunk.
Oh, the schizo.
Yeah, and I've known him my whole life, and we order oysters.
Ooh.
And in his mind, they were his, and we didn't know that.
So
we thought it was for everyone.
Yeah.
So I grabbed the oyster. I'm like,
Yeah.
delicious. And he's like, look at him. He's like, meet me outside.
Wait, he challenged you to a fight
He's like, meet me outside.
because
This
of an
is
oyster?
someone I've known my whole life.
So
Best friend.
So he's tweaking
He turned into a different person.
because of an oyster.
He takes me outside. He's like, you took my oyster. You ate my oyster. I was like, dude, chill. Like, I've known you my whole life. Like, I was like, I'll order you more. He's like, I wanted that oyster. So he's like, you want to be lights out right now? He kept saying this. You want to be lights out right now?
Where did he learn that? Nintendo or something? You want to be lights out right now?
So
That's actually kind of a good thing to say.
so we all had one van. Like, there's 10 of us packed into this van.
Oh my gosh.
And so this guy, he has the keys, and he's like,
The oyster guy.
so he takes the van and leaves us. Just drives off.
Lights out.
So we're like, what do we do? No one's around. The restaurant people, they're like,
They're closing.
so we're like, well, let's just start walking. If we walked back to our trailer, it would have taken like 3 to 4 hours.
Holy Moses.
So it's pitch dark, and we see this like car coming, like, and it's him, and he tries to run us over. He's like,
Shut
so we
up.
jump. We're like, ah! And then he's like, turns around. He's like, skr, skr.
Yeah, like a U-turn.
And then he pulls up and parks, and we're all like, and he's crying, and he's like, I never knew my uncle. And we're like, what? He's like, I never knew my uncle. He died before I was born. I never knew him. And we're like, what?
Your uncle?
We're like, and he's like, get on in. I'm sorry. Like, so we get in, and we're like, dude, I'm like, sorry. Did your uncle just die? And he's like, no, before I was born. And we're like, all right, like, sorry, dude.
Yeah, trying to be
For
nice.
some reason, we like let him drive.
Oh, I was about to say, take the keys.
So we're driving. It's pitch dark.
Lights out.
There's just cow fields.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden he snaps and he's like, F my life. And he's like, "Rrr," and he pulls into the cow field, and he's like going fast. He's like, "Ugh." He's like, F my life. I never knew my uncle.
And you guys are like,
We're all like, no. So we're almost hitting cows. He's like, "Rrr," and there's mud, and
dude.
someone grabs him by the neck
Like the guy in Shotgun or something?
behind him.
Oh, yeah,
Someone
yeah.
like started strangling him.
Dude.
He's like, "Rah." And so I'm holding the wheel, and then someone like pressed the brake, and it
Dude.
stopped. And so me and my friend Damien
Yeah.
Fairford, me and him jump out of the car,
Yeah, I
like
get
out of the window, And he grabs the wheel again and takes off, and there's kids in the car, like 16-year-olds.
Oh my god.
And they're like, ah, Mom! And we hear him like take off. He's like, "Rah!"
Dude.
So he leaves us. And so we see him drive way off. So me and Damien, we're in Tasmania. It's pitch black. We're walking, and Damien's like 6'6".
So he's a good big man.
He's skinny tall.
Okay.
So so we're walking in the dark, and we're like, dude, at least we can like, it's like a 4-hour walk, but at least we'll live. And we hear Tasmanian devils everywhere. And we're like, oh, dude, this is kind of gnarly. Like, we got to stay on the road. Like, don't go near the woods. They're going to grab you.
So it's just you and this tall guy.
Me and Damien, like, we're walking. And he's so tall, I can't keep up with him because his legs are so long. Like, so then we see the car coming back.
Oh my
like,
god.
And it's like,
Oyster man.
so then there's mud on each side of the road. So we can't get off the road.
Because your shoes will get messy.
It's deep mud.
Oh, like a bog.
And Tasmanian devils.
So you're like...
So the cars come in, the bright lights, and we're like, me and Damien and Ellie, I'm like, what do we do? He's like, jump! And we jump into the mud, and we're like neck deep in mud. And he throws a beer bottle at us, and it hits Damien in the head.
What?
And like,
This guy's
like
good
cuts his
aim.
head. So I'm like putting pressure on his head. We're in the mud, fighting for our lives. So then he's coming back again for us, and we're like, the kids in the van all grabbed him and stopped. And it was still going, and the van was about to go in the mud, and I jumped through the window and pressed the brake and stopped the van.
Okay, hold on, Superman. How did you jump through the window?
It was going slow, and it was about to tip over into the mud.
So the kids had grabbed him.
Stopped him.
Jumped into the van.
Jumped in, like pressed the brake.
Dude,
They all grabbed him, and he's fighting everyone. He's like, ah! And like they push him to the back of the van. And we're all working together at this point. Yeah. So everyone's guarding, like. So I'm like, all right, I'll drive us home. We're like.
So he's detained.
He's detained in the back. He's back crying about his uncle.
Poor guy, dude. He's having a mental.
So then we're like almost home, and he gives one more shot. And
my uncle.
He jumps to the front and sits on me and gasses it,
dude.
So he's on me, fighting me, and Damien's grabbing his leg like, ah. And we finally I got us back. We took the keys, hid them, and he's just like smoking a joint in the trailer, like, dude, it's not even that big of a deal. Like,
so he's kind of snapped out of it.
We're all just like tripped out, like, whoa, like,
dude.
Me and Damien couldn't sleep for days
because you're just watching.
And what's crazy? He almost won the contest. He almost won the surf contest.
So he did awesome.
He did awesome. We all lost first heat because we were so stressed out.
No one's sleeping. Dude, maybe that was his tactic.
And he was like on a crazy bender the whole trip and got third or something.
Dude, you had to have that stupid oyster.
That oyster set him on.
Woo. Poor guy. And he did really well.
He got third.
Did you not understand it, like what was happening mentally? You guys just thought he was acting like an idiot.
Thought he was mean.
Yeah.
We didn't know about mental health.
Yeah, it wasn't out yet.
No one talked about
it. Hadn't come out yet.
It's West Peak. It's West Peak time. Oh, oh, oh. It's West Peak, yeah. It's West Peak time.
Oh, dude, I don't even play guitar.
I know, but West Peak took over.
I know, dude. Ooh, it's West Peak time, everybody.
Oh, it's like when you drink West Peak, you can just download stuff.
Yeah, like the Matrix. I can play guitar now.
I know, you're doing great.
Thank you.
This stuff's incredible. I think it's because there's like no calories.
No calories.
Oh, there's like 140 calories.
Yeah.
2 grams of sugar, and it's gluten-free.
It's gluten-free. That's
why.
That's why. Thanks,
it's like
West Peak.
Brain food.
I've always wanted to play the guitar, and now watch. See that?
West Peak.
Dude. All I know is it should be West Peak time every time. I got the punch. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Paloma.
Dude, you always get the Paloma.
It's just classy.
I like the punch. Guys, so go to drinkwestpeak.com. It can unlock a talent you didn't know you had, right? So you crush it. Ugh, crush the West Peak. Oh my God. Dude, it made you have super strength. Whoa, dude.
I couldn't do that before.
I know. Go to drinkwestpeak.com. Type in Pinchmysalt to get 20% off. Woohoo!
I've been thinking about sharks a lot lately.
Dude, what's up with the freaking sharks lately?
They're fired up.
Is that the end of the world? Is it coming? The sharks know before us?
I can't stand end of the world stuff. I swear,
Dude,
y'all Christians.
No, dude, I'm the same
love
way.
it.
Imagine, okay, so yeah.
Christians love the end of the
They
world.
love the end of the world.
What is with that?
Because the rapture, dude. No, here's the deal. Think about being born when Hitler was taking over the world. Every Christian and their mom was going, it's the end of he's the Antichrist.
Yeah,
Like,
he was.
But like, that's when you thought, that, like, all the Christians are getting raptured. This is it. And then it all settled down and the Christians were like,
Actually, 1972, it's going to happen.
it
always shifts.
I know. So you get sick of people saying the end of the world.
Oh my gosh, dude. My brother.
It's always the answer.
I'll get these like early morning texts where it's just like and then it always ends like the rapture's coming soon.
It'll be here.
It always ends the world's gonna end. I was
I
like,
know.
dude, you just have to deal with some stuff. It's not
I just always go
I think they want it to end because they can't deal with themselves.
Yeah, and then it's just
It's
easier.
just easy, like, oh, the world's just gonna end.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you can find peace in the moment.
But yeah,
Try.
dude, people like they love the thought of the end of the world, and every generation like dies, and then that they're like, wait, they said it was happening.
Oh, my mom and dad. I remember like sitting in the hallway, and they're like, the world's gonna end pretty soon here.
It's like 2 decades go by. It's like still hasn't ended.
Okay, I'm 37 now.
Still hasn't ended.
It's still coming. Didn't you see what Biden said?
Yeah.
Stop.
What do you think about stuff like this? The other day, I was driving here over the bridge to come to your house, and I'm behind this old lady, and she has a big Christian bumper sticker. It says, "Trust in the Lord," and I'm like, "Oh, this is cool."
that.
Yeah, I was like, "That's cool." And then she went off,
End of the world.
and I drove to your house, and then I was here for hours, like maybe 6 or 7 hours hanging out, whatever. I go back on the bridge to go home. The exact same cars in front of me.
With the same sticker.
Same bumper sticker, same old lady. And I was just like, what does this mean? What do you think about that? Is that just fate?
I think sometimes the universe gives you a little
Trust,
wink.
a little like, hey man, trust the Lord.
I love positive Christians like that.
Not end of the world. Yeah, because some
Like
of them.
trust in the Lord. Why not?
Yeah. And then you got people that.
Doesn't that feel good?
Well, then the other people that have the bumper stickers like,
You're going to hell.
hell sucks. See you there. Or something. I don't know.
Hell sucks. See you there. Did Laird make that one?
Yeah, Laird wrote that. If you wear sunscreen, you're going to hell. But yeah, I look at that kind of stuff, and I'm not that kind of like fate spiritually kind of guy. So I'm like, oh, whatever. She probably just drives over the bridge all day. but other people would be like, dude. But I'm not saying they're wrong. I just don't think that way. Okay, yeah. So end of the world people have gotten too gnarly.
I think God's always been unconditional love.
Hmm?
It's always been fun.
Okay.
And we just turned it into sucky. Like
Yeah.
he gave us everything we need.
I know.
What are we doing? We're fighting.
We're fighting over the weirdest little things.
That's why I love the Olympics.
Why? Because we all
It
come
brings
together.
us together
Yep.
in a positive way.
And we're all just competing.
We can't help that like divide and conquer feeling that's
Right.
like born into us. And instead of hurting each other, we take it out through sports.
Let's run 100 meters.
I think it's genius.
Yeah, it's probably the best way to get it out.
Yes, because it's in there. Like instead of killing people,
Yeah.
like let me go like get on the sawhorse and do some.
Well, isn't it funny? Like, why don't there's only a few things that brings the whole world together: war, the Olympics, what else? Like a few other things.
NASA.
Well, why don't we? Yeah, like space travel. Why don't we have like an Olympic like hangout, like an Olympic cook-off or something? Just hanging out, like
Olympic chili cook-off.
yeah, like like an Olympic just hangout. Like, hey,
I heard someone say like instead of Olympics like being the best athletes, you just get drafted and we watch like average people battle each other.
I would love that. You got to go compete the rest of the world with average.
You get drafted. Like it comes in the mail. You're like, oh God, I got to run the 100 meter.
100 meters in a couple months. Dude, it's going to be in LA next year.
I know.
Let's go.
Right?
That'd be sick.
I want to be in the Olympics.
What could you do? The foil, the backflip.
Well, I was thinking with surfing, like maybe I could like join a different country.
Right.
Because I can't qualify through US because it's just too big.
Too big.
Like I'd have to do the world tour. And I'm not going to do that.
No. So what would you do?
I was thinking of like Jamaica or St. Lucia if they let me come in and like
dual citizenship.
Yeah. And then represent them.
That'd be sick.
Dude, what if I won for Jamaica?
Surfing.
And they put a statue of me in Jamaica. I become the next Bob Marley. And I stop wars and
dude, well, we got 4 years. Go to Jamaica. Apply for citizenship.
I was talking to Chip today, and he's done the Olympics, and he's like, you could probably St. Lucia.
Dude.
Because they're always looking for more medals.
So, Chip, you guys are good now? He kind of snapped out of it.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? I got to let go of that shit.
Dude, let's get Sterling into the LA Olympics 2028. You got 4 years, dude.
I'm ready. I've been training gnarly. But going back to the Olympics, dude, I got pissed off.
Why, Sterling?
I haven't been that pissed off in a while.
You're mad at the Olympics?
I'm mad at surfing in the Olympics.
Oh, surfing in the Olympics.
And I know we've said this a million times. They have to be in wave pools from now on. They have to be.
Well, from an outsider, I saw stuff that like, this was the best year.
The semifinal, only one guy caught a wave. Jack Robinson caught the only wave, so he goes to the final.
Stupid.
And then in the final, the guy who won, he was the only one who caught 2 waves.
And the other guy caught 1. What did they say?
So I was like, oh, this is interesting. I'll be able to see like how this affects people. And they're all sitting there like
picking.
Like it's 15 minutes of just staring at nothing.
I know, Sterling.
It's so ridiculous.
Stupid.
It's like if you're like a gymnast and like the seahorse isn't here to like the barbell left, he'll be back in 15 minutes and you're just filming them stand around.
Dude, yep. I snore, dude. It's like
and then the guy who wins is because he was the only one that got to do the barbell.
Right.
It's stupid.
It's ridiculous, guys.
It's like the weightlifters in the Olympics. Like only one of them gets to lift the weight and they win. It's like we have to change it.
It has to be
like
changed.
we have to change it. Like it's like an old formula that started in the 60s.
Yeah.
And literally no one's been like, hey, maybe like everyone should be able to catch a wave.
Right.
It's so dumb.
It's ridiculous. So what did the gym people say? Were they just snoring?
They left. They didn't even watch the final wave when it finally came.
It's like the Olympics. It's all leading up to this 4 years.
You know how much money took for them to go to Tahiti to like mess the reef up?
Yeah.
They did all that for us to sit there for 40 minutes and one guy catches a wave.
So the guy that got silver literally caught 1 wave.
He only got 1 wave. It's like the freaking 100-meter dash.
Yeah.
And only one guy's lane opens up.
Yeah.
And the rest just stand there.
and
like, he just runs to the end. They're like, oh my God, you won. How'd you do it? And they're like picking him up. You did it. You won because you're the only one able to run because your lane was open. It's like a surfer. You caught the only wave. Good job.
Dude, it's backwards.
I'm not hating on like the guys in it. Like it's not about anything of that.
Right.
It's literally about the sport.
Yeah.
Like we have to change it.
If it doesn't change, it's going to die.
It needs to be in wave pools.
Wave pools.
And if you are going to do it in the ocean, it's 3 waves minimum.
Yes.
It's not timed.
Get rid of the time.
You get 3 waves.
3 waves.
So that could speed up some heats because guys get their 3 waves and it's over.
Right.
It's just like in the Olympics with the skateboarding.
Yeah.
They get 3 runs.
Yep.
They get 3 tries.
That's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
Like we have to change it.
Change the Olympics. Seriously. Dude, I'll sign anything.
I'm signing, you're signing, we're all signing.
Let's sign the petition. Come on. And then one of the other big problems I see is a lot of people that are paid by the Olympics or in the surf world, they kind of lie about it. Like this has been sick. And they leave the camera and they're like, dude, this is ridiculous.
Like, I hate my life.
They're like, this is ridiculous. They didn't need this. Like, everyone has to stop lying about it. It's like, let's be honest.
Barton Lynch, I freaking love his voice.
The peoples. Oh my gosh, I love the peoples, the waves and the peoples, and you see the surfing and the seagulls and there's waves and look at them go. Oh my gosh.
But
he's like our Steve Irwin, our generation Steve Irwin.
Yeah. Let's just change the Olympics.
I think there needs to be 2 formats. Maybe like, okay, this is the old school format where like these are core lords and they want to abide to the ocean, and if you don't get a wave, you don't get a wave. Or let's do like this new thing where you get 3 waves no matter what.
Yeah. I think it's going to happen. I think after this, they're going to go back and go like, we can't do this next year.
I haven't heard anyone talking about it. And it's like what's rad about like the other sports and Olympics, it's watching peak performance under crazy pressure.
Right.
You get 1 try to do this jump every 4 years.
Yep.
That's what's awesome about the Olympics. It's like so much pressure to land this one thing. So in surfing, I want to see everyone get the same shot to land this air or to link these maneuvers perfectly.
Right.
Like on a diving board, they get 1 shot or 2 shots.
Yep.
To land perfect and no splash.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool about it. Like, whoa, how is he handling the crazy amount of pressure?
Right.
But the surf contests, they're just wave catching contests.
Yeah.
And it's not fun. It's not like everyone in the gym didn't want to watch it.
Dude, you couldn't pay me to watch it if there was no waves coming.
But if it was in a wave pool, they built a crazy stadium around it, just like track and field. Like track and field, they're like this big.
I know.
And you're watching people run, but it's like the energy, the same thing. Build a big arena around the wave pool. The wave's not super long or anything. You get 3 tricks. And like say it's down to the 3 last waves.
Yeah.
And like who's going to get the gold? And it's the last wave and he lands the trick and everyone's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And they pick him up and
he holds his flag out.
Instead they're in Tahiti, it's flat. People are just like,
dude, and then even the announcer people, they're just quiet.
It was the weirdest broadcast. They just stopped talking. They're like,
I know we were watching a part of it and it literally, I was like, maybe their mics aren't working. It was literally like 5 minutes of just dead air. And they're just filming jet skis and
dude,
what idiots run this thing? Is it Chris Cote? It's freaking Chris, dude.
Is it Chris Cote?
It's Chris Cote.
He's just trying to keep his job.
Dude, it's Chris Cote.
It has to change.
Let's change it, guys.
3 waves.
3 waves?
No time.
No time.
I just think Olympic surfing needs to be different.
All right, change it, guys. In the comments, do you think so?
Another thing that like weirded me out with the Olympics.
Yeah.
Did you watch the girls skate?
You know what? I didn't.
Dude, the oldest girl was 13.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that. They were all middle schoolers.
It was so weird. Like,
why is that?
I'm like, why? I'm like, this is the Olympics. Why is there toddlers winning? Why is there
little 13-year-old girls shredding?
It made no sense.
But what's your beef?
Where are the women?
Where'd all the good women go?
It felt weird.
Yep.
Like, did this sport just happen for girls? And so they're just tiny? Maybe when they get older?
Well, in the big picture of sports, skateboarding is in its infancy. It kind of kicked off in the 80s.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's only like, what, 40 years old?
For girls.
Yeah, well, men dominated the skate culture, and now they're catching up.
I mean, girls must have just started or something.
I mean, Alyssa Steamer, she was like on the Tony Hawk. She was one of the main chicks back in the day. And she was like a freaking gnarly. She was awesome. But yeah, there's not like there's not a Tony Hawk of the girl world. There's not like a Tanya Hawk.
What if Tony switches?
Oh, then he'd rule the world. I loved watching this men's skater Olympics. Nigel Houston. I thought he had it. Anyways, that's boring.
The guy skate.
It was
that was fun.
Dude, I was at the edge of my seat.
So many skaters are hating on it.
Why?
They're like skateboarding shouldn't be in the Olympics.
See, you're never gonna. I mean, I get it. Back in the day, back in the '90s, if you told me there was gonna be Olympics, I'd be like, how are they gonna judge it? There's no way.
Well, skateboarders have to realize like there's a core lore division in skateboarding.
Yeah, just don't come.
And
to
it's like you just go out in the streets and film,
and don't and
like
then,
that's your thing. That's fine.
Yeah.
But in the Olympics, there's a thing too, and it's more about like who can land the stuff constantly.
Yeah,
And that dude. Skating like that is so hard. It's got to be one of the hardest sports.
in my opinion, it's.
It's got to be the hardest, maybe.
I've always thought this. Like, you watch a guy dunk or shoot a three, and I'm like, and then a dude does a freaking kickflip backside switch nose blunt, and a basketball player can't even calculate how hard that is.
So much harder. Because skateboarding, like the most tiniest pebble can just pop up and just like just one little.
Dude,
You're done.
the amount of athleticism in Nigel Houston's body compared
And
to like,
balance.
I mean, no offense to LeBron James, but he can dunk it. But like,
That's
it's another.
That's like just strength and power.
but dude, yeah, skating's
The skill level in skateboarding is way gnarly.
It's insane. No one can even understand it if they've never stepped foot on a skateboard.
Like I think it might be the gnarliest sport in Olympics.
yeah, I mean, paddling.
Skill wise.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like obviously running the fastest is gnarly.
It's so funny to me. You see these guys running, it's literally like 3 seconds. Or like, doop, and they're like, he just won the whole world thing. Like, like I'm gonna run to me. I'm gonna run
Action.
I'm gonna run to that pine cone before you. Poop, I'm a gold medalist.
I was watching a video like 100 years ago.
Yeah.
We're only 0.81 seconds faster in 100 years.
Is that true? So
Yeah.
we were only a touch faster.
It's like this between the.
It's like, dude. So, dude, Michael Jackson was ahead of his time. You want to talk about that?
He was.
You said it. Well, I wasn't. I wasn't not using this. Michael Jackson was ahead of his time for women. What is that? What does that mean?
That's such a good one.
Sterling will text me ideas he has for the pod, and he texts me, Michael Jackson was ahead of his time for women. You mean he had fashion ahead of women?
I was looking at Michael Jackson
Yeah.
talking and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and his metamorphosis
Yeah.
of his face and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, he was way ahead of the Botox game.
Oh, yeah, dude.
He was way ahead. He was dyeing his skin colors.
Yeah, he was too ahead, bro.
He was so ahead of his time, and women are just catching on. Like their cheekbones become the same, and
Right. So Michael Jackson's like, he started
he
it.
started the revolution.
So-
I don't think he gets enough praise for it.
Right. We just kind of talk about all the weird stuff he did,
Well,
but not all the good stuff.
I feel like women, like he should have a statue somewhere for women. Like he started, like he helped older women get young again.
So like every Botox clinic, every place,
Yes.
there should be like a
His
statue.
face, like
Yeah, but that might deter people. Michael Jackson's a pioneer.
he's a pioneer in the Botox face world.
Let me ask you a question. As a skater, you would look at old skate magazines and you'd see some dude like tray flipping a huge set of stairs, and you always wondered, like, did he actually land that? Because you can't tell in a magazine. Like that could have been a
I
catch.
thought they showed sequences.
Sometimes they do, but you know, like the front covers. Obviously, videos would come out and you'd see it. But in surfing, I've always wondered this: how many photos of dudes doing these big boost airs? Is it easy to cheat surf photos?
This is a good question
I've always wondered.
because in the early O's, so many guys were getting covers and not landing tricks. They were just doing big flyaway airs, like
That's what, and then you see these shots of dudes in these huge barrels, and then like someone who kind of knows surfing, I'm like, I bet that closed out.
Yeah, but it's still crazy to pull into it.
Right.
But there was this weird era in Santa Cruz
Yeah.
where they were kind of the first to catch on to jet skis towing you in to get air.
Oh, so it's all for the air.
So I forget which photographer it was. I think it was Nelly, this guy Nelly in Santa
Nelly.
Cruz, who's a total legend. He would be out there shooting like long lens in the water, and they would tow the guys, and they would just launch these crazy airs with like suction cup booties on, and they're like, and their hair would be perfect. There's this guy Homer Hinnard. He had like perfect gelled hair, like doing this crazy hair, like, and everyone's like, dude, why is Santa like? Why are they so gnarly?
How are they getting so high all of a sudden?
And a year later, it finally came out like they're using jet skis.
The boost.
They're cheating,
Dude.
and they weren't landing theirs or anything.
So like some dudes got a cover. Like
tons of guys.
And then that's what I'm saying. Doesn't they feel stupid? Like I didn't even land that.
It was just like
I feel like you could launch me into something with suction cup booties on, and I could get a sick air photo.
Yeah.
And then just fall into the water. Like it's bullcrap.
So it finally faded out. We started, if the air was too big,
yeah, we knew
people didn't use it. Like, this is a tow-at.
Really?
They call them tow-ats.
Toe-ats. Oh, because you're towing at the
tows
wave.
You at the wave.
Dude, because they just knew it's not humanly possible to just
So then by like 2011, it was like you kind of needed the cover. It's either like a beautiful photo and it doesn't matter if you fell or not. It's more about the artistic, catching that artisticness.
That moment.
But if it was like a gnarly trick, I feel like it had to be like a sequence shot.
Yeah, because you'd see sequence shots all the time, but sometimes
to show he pulled it.
Yeah, but I would see like a shot of someone nose blunting this big hair. I'm like, they could have just tink, and then But so that's when the footage would come out later and be like, oh, he did land it.
Yeah, but skaters were core lords.
Yeah,
they wouldn't post anything if they didn't land it.
No, dude, skaters would land a trick, and if their heel just barely touched it or they rode away, they're like, I'm doing it again. And they're like, I can't go to bed tonight without it.
Surfers were wusses, and we just wanted the easiest.
Like, get me on the magazine.
Yeah.
What's the biggest magazine? You took front cover of something once, right? East Coast Surfer. Was it like Top Vegan Surfer?
I actually got Top Vegan Surfer.
You were #1 vegan surfer for 2007.
What's funny, when I was vegan, they didn't even like give me the
vegan cred.
They didn't even give me a shout out.
Like the vegan community?
They gave Kelly a shout out for being vegan, and he wasn't even vegan. I was like, dude, he didn't even like ruin his health. Like I did it.
You and Shane Dorian.
Like Shane Dorian tricked me, dude.
Cut to the clip.
So, dude, I went to El Salvador with Shane Dorian.
Is it Dorian or
Dorian?
Oh, because you're saying Dorn.
Well, we're just close like that, you know? So Shane was going through a vegan phase. He's like, yeah, dude, meat's terrible. You should never. And it was like rocking my world. So I'm like seeing him. He's like ripped. He's working out all the time. He was only eating beans and stuff. I went home and I was like, I'm going to become a vegan.
Nice.
If Shane's doing it. So I got into it. I became a vegan for like over a year. So I see him in California. I'm like, dude, I'm a vegan now. Like,
you inspired
just like you. And he's like, oh, I stopped that like the day after that trip. I lost all my muscle almost, and it was terrible. Like, ruined my health. I'm like so skinny, and I'm like, what? Like, it rocked my world, dude. And he was super ripped. His muscles were like hitting his chin,
like a kangaroo.
And I was so like skinny and tired. I'm like, what? I did this for you.
How fast does a surf buzz drop off? Do you know what I'm saying? You go surfing, right?
Right.
You have some great waves. You're feeling good. You got barreled. You stuck in air. You did some good carve turns, and you come back out to your van.
Like I have a career sesh. We would call them career sessions.
Okay, you had a career sesh.
Every turn,
and you
barreled.
And you come back to the van, and you have the buzz. The adrenaline's pumping. How long does that die off when you need it?
Well, in the early O's, how we would keep it going.
What?
We would go get chicken wings at Sidelines.
Ooh, shout out.
So you'd have like the best all day surf buzz. Like, dude, you're sunburned. You're just like, feels so good. You're just like high on life. So then like you get some girlfriends to come eat dinner, eat chicken wings with you.
That's the key?
The chicken wings, there's something about like the triglycerides in the chicken. They tap into the high, and then you're like, ooh.
So it keeps it going.
So the chicken wings like keep you going, and like you're so hungry, you eat like 20 of them, and the sauces, and you're just like, God, I love my life.
Yeah.
So then you get like a couple of Coors Lights,
2 Coors Lights, like
a nice frothy one. So 2 super cold Coors Lights,
2 beer buzz. So then,
like,
so then the next day you wake up and you need that buzz back. It's over.
Yeah, I feel like you're exhausted, but you feel like It's like good exhausted.
Yeah. Because, like you in skating or taking drugs or whatever, the buzz wears off and you need to be fulfilled again. You need to keep the chicken wings.
Well, I know a lot of guys, if we'd have like crazy good surf sessions, they would just start partying
to keep it
that high going.
Dude. So they call them career sessions.
If you have a career session.
Good turns, good airs, good barrels.
Like no leash, no problem.
I remember for a while there, you kind of were. Do you get tricked into the no leash thing? Is that kind of a pride thing?
I never wear a leash.
But okay, why? If people don't know, you wear a leash so that when you fall, the board doesn't go to the beach.
You can't. You can't just not wear a leash. You have to be ready.
So it's almost like a samurai.
Yeah, it's my samurai.
Because me, dude, you won't catch me with no leash.
To not wear a leash means you are like 100% confident you're not going to lose your board.
You're another level surfer.
Well, it makes me stay tapped in.
Right.
Because with a leash, you get lazy. It's like, oh, I can just fall and the board will
or
come right back.
You're just your level of...
it's a combo platter.
Yeah.
So, like, one of my favorite feelings is, like, say it's like 10 feet. Like 10 to 12 feet.
Dang.
Hawaiian.
Okay.
Floridian.
Yeah.
I'm past the pier.
Right.
No, like, the no leash... There's something about it, dude. I'm in the elements. I'm way out there. There's 10-foot tigers cruising.
Yeah.
No leash. And just like catching that wave and like pulling in like, wah! Like the confidence you have.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to fall. I can't fall.
Right.
There's no falling. And you're just like,
it's like without a parachute. It's like skydiving without a parachute.
right.
So there's something kind of like
There's no better feeling. No leash, just like raw dawing a barrel out there.
dude. So people need to experience that. They need to try to not.
You have to get there first.
Right. That's
Because
what
if you just try, you're going to hurt someone.
right.
Your board's going to fly away.
Yeah. Don't encourage people. There's people out there dying because of Sterling's story.
Well, baby steps.
Baby steps.
2-foot waves. Can I go a whole session without losing my board? 4 foot. Can't lose my board. So also like, yeah, there's levels to it. You work your way up.
Right.
One of my all-time career sessions was I took on Cyclops with no leash.
Dude.
And I know I talked about Cyclops, but the currents. So if you lose your board,
Yeah, it's gone.
You're goners.
Goners.
If there's not like a Coast Guard boat gonna rescue you.
Right.
And the biggest day, the biggest full moon, I just no leash, just like, ah.
Dude, so it's
My
risky.
brother's like, no,
don't do it. Dude, so it's only for the core lords, no leash.
Dude, it's full samurai stuff. I think it's all about raw dog in life.
Raw dog life.
You know?
Yeah. Take it on.
Like, you shouldn't, like, maybe I shouldn't pull into this.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I should be protected. And it's like, no, just freaking,
Just go for
just
it.
go for it, dude. Just,
Dude.
ooh, ah.
Wear protection.
Skydivers are another level.
I will never skydive.
Really?
Ever.
You're limiting yourself?
100%. I do not want to jump out of an airplane for no reason.
I have a hard time with heights, but
Oof.
I would love to be able to do it.
You're not
so I'm
good.
not going to limit myself.
Don't do it.
Really.
Don't do it.
I've seen little tiny girls do it
I know,
by
but
themselves.
Because they don't have surfing or anything fun in life.
Right.
They have to jump out of a plane.
Right. They have no skills.
Yeah, it's like my body can drop. That's like cheap adrenaline to me.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like anyone who skydives, they're like low-key thieves.
What? Thieves? Oh, because they're stealing adrenaline?
Well, they're clearly adrenaline junkies.
Yeah.
And I think it carries over into life. Like they're like, oh, I could just freaking take this West Peak right now.
Oh, so they cut corners.
They steal.
Okay.
They steal stuff to get just a little boost. And like they're at the gas station, like, dude, I could just take this bubble gum.
I'm taking this.
And they
Kit
take
Kat.
it and it's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
So people that are adrenaline junkies, they're thieves.
I think they're low-key thieves.
Well, maybe they got a Groupon coupon for it. Free skydiving.
You know who I love? Like, I love them as a person, but when I listen to their music, like, it makes my wiener feel weird.
Jack Johnson.
No.
Who?
Dude, freaking John Mayer.
Dude, I've never been a big fan of that guy.
Really?
No.
Have you listened to like interviews with him? He's a lovely human.
He is?
He really is.
I haven't.
Like I love him as a person.
All right.
Like he's genuine. He's smart. He's well thought.
He's sharp.
He's tack sharp.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But when I'm like, dude, I gotta go listen to some of his songs.
Yeah.
And then I turned him on. It's like, my body is a wonderland.
Oh, your body. So it's
Na 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 na. Touch my body.
so it's like he's singing stuff that should be behind closed doors.
Like closed pants.
Close the pants, close the doors, John.
I think he knows it too. I think he knows he's better than this.
Okay.
Like, have you heard him play? He's
and
insane.
he's got the guitar face.
He's an insane musician.
Right.
But I don't know if he ever found his sound.
Found his sound.
Like, you know how Jack Johnson, you hear Jack, that's Jack Johnson.
That's freaking tenacious.
Bob
D.
Marley, that's freaking Bob Marley.
Yep.
I don't think he found his sound.
He
needed like Rick Rubin or something.
He used like cheap sex tricks.
I think he wrote a bunch of stuff when he was hitting puberty or something.
Yeah.
And like now that he's a man, those are the songs that really hit, and he has to sing them still. He's like, God damn. Your body is a freaking wonderland.
But women love him, right?
Well, that's another thing too. Like the frou-frou music he made, like the women are just like,
They love it.
and he's like, you know what, this isn't that bad. Like I'm getting all these.
So you think he's holding himself back? Like he could go deeper?
I think like me and Rick Rubin and him should get in a room together. He takes ayahuasca or something.
Yeah.
And me and Rick are just hard on him.
Just like, dude, stop singing the sex stuff.
Like, dude, let's go. Like, let's tap in. like serious.
Right.
Let's tap in. Like, let's get some realness out of this body of yours.
I hear you.
Like, screw the teeny.
The teeny bopper music.
But maybe he has more music that's just not
It's not popular.
But it sounds like a weird mix of am I Santana? Am I Jack Johnson? It's like, I don't know. My body is a wonder freaking land.
I think it's your body.
Oh, really?
My body. It's your body is one.
Oh, la, la.
Well, I've always people just made fun of his face.
Almost bop-ish.
Oh, like Hanson.
Yeah, it's a little handsome. But
But
I think all his famous stuff was when he was hitting puberty.
yeah, he was going.
So
through
he
stuff.
might have new stuff that's better, but we can't even hear it
because
because we just hear "Body is a Wonder." Every song that comes on, I just hear. It's not. He doesn't even say it,
but you hear it.
but you just hear it.
Yeah. And dude, so I've been watching these videos. You know how like people post them? They show they're at a class reunion party.
Right.
And they show the yearbook photo and then they show the person and they're like, usually you're like, did they get fat? You're waiting for it, or did they go bald?
Come on, fat.
And I saw my year's graduation 20 years ago. We graduated 20 years ago, dude.
Right.
And do we look old like these other people? Are we old looking?
I don't know. Show the pictures. Are we old?
Like when I look in the mirror, I still feel like, oh, dude, I look like I'm 19.
The problem is we like see ourselves in our best selves.
I
Which
know.
is
It's a good mental thing, but dude, I'm like, crap, I'm getting old. Getting old, but I like it as a man.
If my hair is long enough, and my beard is long enough, and I have glasses,
Uh-oh, Johnny
I'm
Depp.
pretty good.
You're Johnny
Because
Depp in
this skin's nice though.
Yeah, I know.
Like yours is pretty good too.
It's not bad.
You got the tats covering some stuff.
Oh, so it's all about covering stuff.
Like I have baby skin.
I know.
So like this looks like a teenager's skin. And then this, I kind of have to be like,
So, dude, you're Johnny Depp in it.
have to Johnny Depp a little bit.
But then if you, like, dude, lose the hair, it's like...
Well, when I shave, I become like 14 years old all of a sudden. It's so weird. Like a weathered 14-year-old.
Yeah. I just think humans have this
Like a
ability.
vegan 14-year-old.
Ever since you said it, you are giving off strong Johnny Depp vibes right now.
Yeah.
But, dude, like you said, we see ourselves better in our own mind's eye.
Dude, I was out surfing the other day. My friend Chris.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, did you go to our class reunion? I was like, no way. Was it recent? He's like, dude, it was last night. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I can't believe our 10-year reunion. And he's like, dude, 10? He's like, 20. I'm like, what? Like, I almost threw up. I was like it made me feel nauseous.
Years.
I was like, wow, I'm old.
20 years.
How's it 20 years?
And you only spent 4 years with these idiots? Why do you want to go see them 20 years later?
Something about high school is like intense.
I know. It's the
like
formative.
We can't let it go.
It's the formative years. Yeah, that's true.
I couldn't believe he said 20. I was like, what?
You thought it was 10.
He was like, we keep getting older, but the girls keep getting younger. Am I right?
He's trying to be like Matthew McConaughey.
Right now. When you're younger.
What?
If you're in a weird situation, did your wiener like feel weird?
Are you talking sexually or, I mean, like if I get up on too high of a building, my wiener goes.
Like we used to drive down this certain hill and it would hit this bump. You go real high and my wiener would go.
Oh, like your stomach would drop, but your wiener would suck.
The wiener would do this strange vibration. Like, did you get that?
I don't know.
Or if I walked into a classroom and everyone's staring at you, your wiener's like.
Yeah, it's almost got its own.
You can feel the energy in it.
Right. It has its own mind.
It is kind of its own being.
And that's what women don't get it. They just think we're just idiots or something, but we have something down there too.
Are nudes the flowers for men?
Nudes from women? Oh, like when you give flowers to a woman. It's like,
is it the same sensation for a guy to get nudes?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
If we get nudes, we're like, gosh, she really loves me.
Yeah, but sometimes
especially from your wife.
Well, some women are like, I don't care about the flowers, but it is the thought that counts. So the nudes might not be that great, but it's the thought that counts.
Like a bad angle.
But it was the thought that counted, honey.
You know what?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I know you're constipated right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Nudes are like flowers for men. You know what's weird is nudes probably it's a new thing in the world. Back in the day,
Nudes are new.
Like men weren't getting nudes.
They just went to strip clubs.
They just had a separate family in a different part of the country.
Yeah, you watch Mad Men, like every guy had like a separate family.
Dude, back in the what?
They had a family in the country and then a family in
I know, because they couldn't get caught with iPhones or internet.
All because like we're just so dang horny.
I know. We need to get it down. Yeah, isn't that funny? Back in the day, people just it was normal to have another not normal, but it happened a lot. Other people just had
it was common.
It was common. Dude, our dad's dad had a second family.
I know. Yancey too. He was slaying.
Our grandpa
he had like 10 kids
that we've never met has a whole nother family out there.
Yeah, they look just like us.
I know. There's another Sterling
half
out there.
Black.
No. Dude, there's never mind. We get that.
Our grandfather, Yancey too, he was actually a policeman.
Yeah.
And they called him Speedy because he took speed all the time.
Oh, he'd like do coke or something?
He was like a bad cop.
Dude.
He did like crazy weird stuff.
Dude. We never met
our real... it's in us.
We never met our real grandpa.
I met him once.
I never did. You did? When?
He came to our 2-year church once.
No, he did. Did he? Yeah, and you met him?
Yeah. I remember my dad, he's like, Carolyn, this is my dad. Yancey too.
I never met him.
He was like, had a cane. He's like, hey, I stole some Subway earlier.
I want to, dude.
He got caught
stealing Subway cookies?
Before our grandfather, Yancey too, before he died.
Yeah.
He went to jail with a fake check at Subway on the beach.
As an old man?
He was 82 or something.
What the frick, dude?
He's cashing a fake check. He's like, still got it.
We've got a little bit of speed in us.
Oh my gosh. Some of our family members.
We can't even talk about them. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Go to sterlingspencer.co. Grab a t-shirt. Thank you to our sponsors, Savali, West Peak. Support us, guys. Buy shirts. By doing that supports us, right, Sterling?
Dude, it's like a freaking souvenir. We only made a couple hundos.
I know, and that's not it. There's only a few left, guys. I don't even have mine because they're going.
You dirty Russ.
Get one. Be a core lord, guys.
Just to let y'all know, they ship out of California, so we can't
sign them.
We can't sign them or give them to you if you're in Florida.
Unless
we're sorry.
Unless you buy the shirt, then send it to me.
Then we'll buy a shirt, send to us, and then we'll send it back.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe.
We freaking love you guys.
We love you, pinchers. Subscribe, like, and comment. You gonna show off the belly today? The people want it. This is why people tune in for the end of the
How's
show.
it? Thank you for watching Pinchmysalt, the hit podcast of the world's #1 surfer, Sterling Spencer. You know the rules. Subscribe and tickle that like button. Pinchmysalt.